Ready for Advanced, Progress Test 3. Listening Part 4. Multiple Matching. You will hear 5 short extracts in which people are talking about a relationship. Look at Task 1. For questions 1 to 5, choose from the list A to H the person who the speaker is talking about. Now look at Task 2. For questions 6 to 10, choose from the list A to H what happened in each situation. While you listen, you must complete both tasks. Speaker 1.
I think it was my accent that did it. You see, I was doing a bit of temping to get some cash together for a deposit on a flat. Mum's pretty hard up, you see, so I couldn't ask her. Well, there was this big shot in charge of me. Good-looking and totally arrogant. He used to order me around, getting me to make him tea and do photocopying, and he was constantly putting me down in front of the others. Basically, he treated me like I was incompetent. I felt like telling him to take a look at my CV. If he'd seen I'd graduated from Oxford, he might have changed his tune.
Speaker 2.
I really put my foot in it at the party. I wanted to create a good impression because I just joined the research team. Susan introduced me to 2 people, and there must have been some kind of distraction because I didn't quite catch what she said. So I presumed that the man was head of the team and the woman was a secretary. But when I asked him what area his group was researching, he looked at me blankly, and the woman just glared at me. Then I saw my mistake and just wanted the ground to swallow me up. She must have thought I was completely sexist. I mean, she's the one who runs the whole show. The stupid thing is, I'd been to one of her seminars only the week before, so how I failed to recognise her is beyond me. I can't see her recommending me a grant for my project next term.
Speaker 3.
At first, myself and Sarah really hit it off. We had loads of stuff in common, and we'd even chosen the same modules. But when I mentioned Dave had been chatting to me a lot, and that he wanted me to take on the spare room in his house he shares with other guys from the faculty, she started to look all cut up. And it wasn't until later that somebody filled me in. Apparently, Sarah had been going out with Dave. It had always been a rocky relationship, and then he'd gone off with her best friend. She was obviously still besotted. I mean, they'd been together since high school. I wish someone had warned me beforehand. I certainly didn't intend to hurt her feelings.
Speaker 4.
Jane warned me about her before the lunch. I knew she'd wanted Jane to settle down with one of the local farming lads and not tie the knot with someone like me. I definitely didn't fit in with her traditional ideas. I felt really on edge, but I just tried to make polite conversation. I think she was worried I'd treat her as an inferior, but the thing is, I really look up to practical people. I mean, I'm hopeless. I couldn't even change a light bulb. And then when I saw her garden and I complimented her on it, she seemed to relax a bit. I won't say it was a comfortable occasion, and I certainly didn't feel at ease, but I got through it and hopefully I created a good impression.
Speaker 5.
I'd never been on a blind date before, but I wasn't nervous. You see, it wasn't completely blind because my colleagues had told me a bit about him. The truth was, I really didn't think we'd get on because he's a kind of surfing dude and I'm really not one for the outdoors. We met up at a little cafe near my firm and, oddly enough, we got on like a house on fire from the word go. Turned out we're both into cooking, so we spent the whole time swapping recipes and arguing about the best way to cook salmon. The rest is all history. They say opposites attract. Certainly true in our case.